Stay tuned.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I've got kind of a rant instead of a gaming video, just because I'm just getting really disappointed with people in UK, and I'm just getting disappointed with the actual Brits. Basically, I want to show my show my point of view, because the point of view depends on where you're sitting from. Like, you know, that's one of I try to put the phrase from Polish to English, kind of worked pretty well. But anyway, so basically, ever since the referendum we had for the UK to leave the EU, there has been some changes the way the actual Brits. I'm not saying all of the Brits. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me in your country, because I wouldn't be here without you. But some of the Brits are getting really, don't really like the word racist, but they're discriminating against every single person that is not British. And I'm sort of like, where would you be without us? I'm not trying to sound smug or anything, but seriously, you have shortages in NHS from what I heard. That when it comes to doctors, nurses and stuff like that, a lot of them are from Philippines, they're Polish, they're from Iraq, they're from Asia, they're from everywhere. Yeah. Same thing with, I don't know, let's say bus drivers. Please show me a bus company in UK that doesn't have a foreigner in it, because you will never find it. Same with some of the Brits want all the immigrants to leave. But when they leave, there's not going to be any Chinese food, Mexican food, don't know, Japanese, and those other cuisines. Well, there might be Brits making the food later on, but it will be crap. I wanted to base this rant on two videos that I saw. One I saw literally today, on the 29th of June, today, on the day of recording, and really fucking pissed me off. Because, I mean, seriously. But first of all, I'm gonna go on on an older video. I'm gonna go ranting on it first, just because how stupid it is. So if you saw on Facebook, it's been going on Facebook, on YouTube, it's been everywhere, even on Twitter, about 3 people from Bournemouth, from where I live, giving their opinions on Polish people. So they didn't concentrate overall. They concentrate only on Polish people, for whatever reason. And basically, I wanted to only concentrate mostly at one point. It was the second person they were interviewing was a woman, like her 30s or 40s, I don't really know. And basically, I'm just gonna let you guys watch the clip right now.
People's a lot of those, and you know, like I say, they take a lot of our jobs and things here and that. And I think it's unfair that we should, you know, someone next door, whoever, shouldn't be able to get a job because of myself. Because
sorry, so I just want to stop you now. So she was saying that Polish people steal the jobs. Now, I want to just say something. I agree with her. We take your jobs, but we take the jobs that you cannot be bothered to do. Like, I was watching a documentary couple months back, probably maybe even a year back now, when an English guy was going to some teens in outside job center, and I'm gonna elaborate on job center in a minute. And he said, "Alright, so I've got a job for you. It involves picking fruit. You have to travel 2 hours each way every day, but it's £7 an hour, and you get paid for the travel." And it was a couple of years back, so £7 an hour was quite a lot for that time per hour. And the guy said no. He was given the job already on a plate in front of him. You can start tomorrow for £7 an hour, travel paid for you. He said no. Do you know why? Because he's not going to be working on a farm or in a field. Because he is too good, he's too boss to work on a field. I mean, what the hell? You're moaning that we steal your jobs. You say you can't find a job. When someone comes up to you with a job, you say no because it's a peasant job. Working in a field is a peasant job. Well, I'm sorry, someone has to do it. So you don't want to do it, so we do it. I mean, seriously, we are filling up space in your manufacturing industry, or maybe not manufacturing, but let's say, I don't know, farming industry, because you cannot be able to do it. And there was another one. There was another video that was, it's a documentary. It's slightly newer, and it was saying basically they gave 12 Brits who couldn't find a job for a week. One of them guys, he couldn't find a job for about, was it, what, 2 or 3 years maybe, can't remember exactly. He got drunk the day before that he had to go to work. And he was supposed to start at 5. He came around at 1 PM. Because he was feeling a bit rough after drinking. I mean, the guy was 25 or something like that. That guy was an adult. I mean, he wasn't an adult. On a paper, on a bit of paper saying that he's 25 or whatever. He was over 20. He said, yeah, I feel really rough. I had a bit too much to drink last night. The employers don't give a shit. You don't come in, get lost. So he lost his chance to actually get the job if he was good enough. There was another guy. Yeah, he took it on the chin. He realized it was really hard, but he continued doing it because it was a job he could actually support his family for the first time in like 5 years or something. But now, let's listen and see what the woman in the video has to say now.
Have you tried to get a job and found that it's gone to someone else from within you?
No, I haven't actually. No, not at the moment, but I expect I will. I expect that will happen. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so you might not see anything wrong with it, but let me elaborate slightly on it. So the reporter said, "Have you tried to get a job or found it's gone to someone else?" And I just really love her response. So she said, "No, I haven't actually." So she can't find a job, yeah, and she's mourning that ever someone else takes it, yeah. But she hasn't bothered to actually look for a job because someone's gonna start takes the jobs, but I'm not gonna be looking for a job somewhere else, just because I'm not. It's like, no, I haven't actually started looking for a job, not at the moment. At the moment, which basically means about 2 or 3 years, at least. But I expect it will. I expect that will happen. So, the big problem that I see with people, not majority, the minority, don't know, maybe 25% or something. I just don't understand their way of thinking about work, about jobs, about discriminating against other people because you are a lazy shit. I don't want to swear in this video, but I think I'm going to end up swearing a lot. It's just that we come here, well, most Polish people come here with crap English or no English at all. Like my dad did. My dad came here with a bit of English. It was basically broken English. It was terrible compared to what I can speak right now. Yeah, he came here. He found out that the job he got over the internet is he can't do it because his English is not good enough. So he found another job. Without language, without knowledge of the city, without knowing anyone. And if someone can get a job faster than you without English or any friends, you're shit. Seriously. It's like, I didn't try looking for a job. Well, so when people look for a job, they look at different spots. But whenever you see an interview or video, documentary about English people looking for work, it's always outside job centre. And I don't know if that's the only place they're looking for because they cannot be bothered to look anywhere else. But there are so many job agencies out there that if you tried, in a week, 2 weeks most, you will find a job that doesn't require any skills and perhaps no qualification except basic English and maths. And just in Bournemouth, in 100-metre radius, maybe 150-metre radius of a job centre in Bournemouth, there are City Centre recruitment, Southwest recruitment, SOS recruitment, Fresh recruitment, Bob Williams recruitment. There's also Office Angels for office people, if you want to get a job in office. And there's so many more around both Poole and Christchurch, and they are basically they are joined together. And there's like 20 or 30 job agencies there, and if you say you cannot find a job, you're doing a shit job. You cannot be serious saying that we steal your jobs if you cannot be bothered to find a job. Because if you're looking for 2 days, you ain't gonna find shit. Get out of here. Same thing. I was like an explorer. It's like, alright, I'm gonna go that way for 5 minutes, and if I don't find anything, I'm gonna give up. That's exactly the same thing. Even if he was looking for 2 months and he didn't find anything, a pro explorer will keep going and find a job. So if you're a normal person and you go support your family, yeah, you find a job. Eventually, it might take you a month, but you find it. Simple, right? Obviously fucking not. Because people cannot be fucked to find any jobs. And there's one more thing about it. Benefits. Oh my lord, how I hate the topic of benefits in UK. Alright, so I'm going to show you 2 graphs right now. I found them on the telegraph.com, so .co.uk, and it's about benefits. So before I start my rant on benefits, I'm going to show those 2 graphs. So the first one is more working age benefits claimants from outside of the EU. That's what it's called, I don't know why. But it shows you the total amount of people getting benefits in UK is 5,300,000. Yeah, overall. EU, people from EU, yeah, that's 130,000. Yeah, that might be slightly outdated, but it still shows you the principle as such. People from non-EU countries, 264,430. But then people from UK, nearly 5 million people from UK take benefits. And with that said, I've known so many people that don't work and live on benefits. And those those social houses that you get from the government because you cannot afford your own house, you cannot afford to rent a room. My dad managed to afford to rent a flat for me, my mum, so it's going to be my dad, my mum, me, my sister and my brother. He managed to find a flat for us, earn enough money for us to have food, not to be called to buy us clothes. And he was working 2 shifts every day. So if he could be bothered, why cannot English people be bothered to work, let's say 12 hours a day instead of working, I don't know, 3 hours a day part-time just because they want to keep their benefits? Why are British people, not everyone, some, are so flipping lazy? I really love this one. When people say that immigrants take their benefits. Alright? Number of EU claimants. People from EU countries that are in the UK. Alright, so I really love this one. Alright, so the red one is total claims. Yeah? They're going to just under from like 4 million to just under 6 million claims overall over the course of those 6 years of it. And the EU claimants, so the people from EU countries that come to UK, you can see how low this line is. That's how many. It doesn't even go over 200,000. The highest there was in 2014, was 130k, 131k nearly. Well, in 2014, number of UK claimants, 4,914,160 claimants. And they saying we're stealing their benefits. I'm sorry. How are you bloody worried about not getting your benefits if we take 1, maybe 5% of benefits overall? That's just from EU. Saying that's not countries from outside of the EU. Countries inside the EU. What the hell? I just want to make this part quickly one more video about some British folks, I mean not British, but the ones that hate Polish people, wrote "fuck you" on the community building in London. It was the first time ever it happened ever since it was opened. Yeah, it happened after the referendum. Cause suddenly everyone thinks they can be racist fucks. Why did you do it? What is it going to change? Yeah, if you didn't hear about it, you probably didn't. There's going to be a strike in London on the 20th of April. And it's going to be a lot of Polish people not going to work on that day to strike. And see how, so you can see how badly London is going to be when they do it. Because I don't think they're going to let it go. Because with the amount of racism is discrimination, not only against us, Polish people, everyone. It was never a problem. It was never, that's not a fucking problem until now after the referendum. It's like, alright, we're leaving EU. But if you watch news, I don't watch news, but I watched talks within the EU and Brussels and some other on videos on Facebook from the TV like cuts, and it looks like that UK might not actually leave, just because it doesn't really make bloody sense. I will say we now as one unit, everyone in UK. We leave, we're gonna lose a lot of trading contracts. We leave, prices go up because the actual food to get imported will be more expensive. And if it gets to a point where people start getting deported back to their own countries, it's gonna be such a shit place to live. Because there's not gonna be enough people to work, and then the Brits will have to work on farms, cleaning streets, taking out the rubbish with the rubbish lorries, and doing all the shit jobs that currently the immigrants do it. Because I mean, some of them are really very good pay. Working in a factory can pay you up to 10, 11 quid an hour. But some Brits won't work because it's too hard and it's a peasant fucking job. And there was another thing, except the factory on the building, there was another, you keep dirty Polish. What do you mean? I'm clean. I'm not grey or anything. How are we dirty? Do we still go to your shops and steal your fucking money? No. Do we come up to you, outside the house, outside your house, your flat, slap you, smack you in the face and say, fuck you, I'm gonna take your job? No, we're not. There's some dicks. There are assholes from Poland, from Russia, from Asia, from England, from Ireland, from Scotland, from Wales. Being a dickhead, being an asshole is universal. Just, if you don't know, it just seems like Brits today, even the older ones, don't want to remember the history. And I want to concentrate on one bit of history. Everyone uses it, but I want to say how shitty we were treated back in World War II. I bet everyone knows Battle of Britain. If you don't know it, go back to school. So, Battle of Britain, it was RAF against Luftwaffe, yeah? And there was one squadron, thanks to which UK have actually won this battle. They won it just about. I think it was like they had 5 planes left or some stupid amount of planes left after the actual battle has finished. And surprisingly, in school, I came here and I came to year 6 primary school. There was never nothing about my Polish ancestors fighting for this country. Never. It was about World War II, about Hitler, about how he killed so many Jews. I'm not making fun of it. It is shit. But why don't anyone say anything about the Squadron 303 of RAF? Yeah, I've got a quick cut from Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia is not the most amazing spot, but still, puts the point through. So, number 303, Kościuszko Polish Fighter Squadron, was one of 16 Polish squadrons in the RAF, Royal Air Force if you didn't know, during the Second World War. it was the highest scoring of the Hurricane squadrons during Battle of Britain. So basically, if you don't know what a Hurricane is, it's one of the fighters. So there was a Spitfire and a Hurricane in the RAF. And those Polish squadrons had the highest score when it comes to actual kills within the actual battle. And then at the end, when the war is over, we're told to piss off somewhere that is not UK. After we died for your country. And what we get now? We get a referendum that you want to leave EU? Sweet, do it. I don't care. I will care because that gets to point so I can visit my family. It's gonna be expensive, but okay, I'll deal with it. But you cannot deal with a simple fact that you cannot be fucked to do jobs that we're doing, and you say we steal your jobs, but you wouldn't even do those jobs yourself, would you? Would you? I'm not talking. I might not be talking exactly about you. But there's so many people that cannot be bothered to do a damn thing. They rather sit on their asses, on benefits, and say, they steal our benefits, they steal our jobs. Oh, have you tried looking for a job? No, not yet. Let's start looking for a fucking job. Excuse my language, but seriously. Jesus Christ. Sort your lives out. Please. And there's just one more argument that I sort of touched on it earlier, but I just want to leave you with this. If every Polish, Czech, Russian, Pakistani, Iraqi and other people from other countries left tomorrow, you guys would be in shit. Do you know why? Because of us, because of immigrants, we help you run this country. Where would you be without bus drivers in London? Where would you be without immigrant farmers out in the field collecting your food? Where would you be without, let's say, nurses from Philippines, nurses from, Spain, and other places like that? And again, contrary to the benefits belief that a lot of people believe but the video at the beginning was that we take your benefits, but we clearly don't take all your benefits. We take some. I know my parents took benefits until they started earning too much. Yeah, but I showed you the graph, the difference between people from EU and UK, how many people actually take benefits. And I'm gonna finish this video because it's getting way too long and I couldn't be able to talk about this anymore because it makes me sick whenever I hear someone saying, you steal my job, you steal my benefits, go fuck off to your own country. Literally, that's what I've been told so many times, and I don't really give a shit anymore. You can try deporting me, you can tell me, go piss off to your country. I was like, nope, this is my country now. I'm Brits, and you can't do shit. I'm never going to be racist against you. If you came to Poland, if you respected our culture, which most of Polish people do, they respect your culture. Then go on and it's like, you stop, we don't want your Christmas tree because it's going to be our Christmas tree. No. We respect your culture. If you come to Poland, we respect your culture, we will help you. And will not talk shit about you unless you really fuck something up. Yeah, I just want to leave you with the idea of everyone, all the immigrants leaving, those that were born, anyone that has immigrant in their blood, leave tomorrow, this country will die. Anarchy will start, everyone will die, and be, oh please come back, help us please. Well, tough shit, we want. So again, I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I have to say this because it's really pissing me off right now. And once again, those British people that accept us, as all the immigrants, I thank you. So some of the best friends I have are English, are British. Well, one of them is Irish, like Scottish and Irish, but still, they're from UK. He doesn't talk shit to me. And all of my friends are pissed off as well, and they're pissed off at what other people are doing. So guys, UK, I love you. I love you for letting me stay in this country. Thank you, because I wouldn't have the things I have. I wouldn't have this channel if I wasn't in UK. I would have had one of the best relationships that I ever had in my life if I didn't come here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was eye-opening for you, and I shall see you guys in the next video, which I will be Minecraft, just because I got back into Minecraft recently. I just want to do it, and my nephew's crying, so give me a second. Alright, so I just want to thank you guys for listening. As I said before, I love you, Brian. Thank you for everything. And as I said, next video is gonna be Minecraft, because I start getting back into it. And you might probably know that I'm going off to Poland for the next 2 weeks in July. I'm doing the charity live stream on the 30th of July for Help for Heroes, and also that's about it. I'm gonna try making as many videos as I can when I'm back over at Poland, and I shall see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy this. Like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps me now that I've lost 3 subscribers from the subscriber page on YouTube. And have a good one. Enjoy your life. Don't be a dickhead to someone just because they're not British. And goodbye. My nephew says goodbye as well.